Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Hustle Landworks. My name is Kyle, and we're out on a new property today to start a new house build. So this lady, I used to work with her actually, and I know her pretty well. And her husband bought this piece of land, and there was a house that was here and it burned down, and they already got everything out of here already. It wasn't anything like what we had to deal with last time on the house that burned down. But let me show you around real quick. So this is where they're gonna be building the house at. It's a really nice little piece of property. They got all that back there. It goes on back through here. And I think they got some plans over here to do a chicken coop or something, I believe. So we're gonna come in and, you know, first couple days we're gonna be doing some dirt work and stuff like that. But also, they want this little section right here of trees and stuff cleared out. So we're gonna get the mulcher and get to eating with the mulcher, and hopefully get this going. It's pretty wet today though, so I don't know if we'll be able to get down here and start or not, but we're going to try our best, and worst case scenario we'll just come back next week when it gets drier and warmer. It has been a cold, wet, and rainy week so far, and I am over it. I am so over it. But let's get unloaded. How about it, huh? Well, as you can see, it's been raining on me since I got here, and it is already just soaking wet out here and muddy and tacky. And just walking down this hill, I was getting stuck in my boots. But I think the smart and executive decision to do is to punt for today. And next week is going to be really, really nice. It's going to warm up a little bit. No rain in the forecast whatsoever. So I think, and I got off the phone with the one and only Pops, and he kind of agreed with me. We don't want to tear anything up that we don't really have to, and it would just put more work on us in the end. Because I mean, look at this. If I go down in here, I'm likely to get stuck. But we're gonna start next week. I'm just disappointed that we couldn't start today, honestly. I was really looking forward to getting this thing started. But good news is, all next week we're focusing all our energy, time, and effort on this place right here. So we're gonna get it going, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Several days later.
Good morning, everybody. Well, it stopped raining. Still just extremely cold out here though. We started a little bit yesterday on the house pad and trying to get it all leveled out and getting everything going. We didn't do much. It was still a little bit wet yesterday. We let it dry out a little bit more. So we're back out today, and we're gonna try and put a full day in today. We got just a little bit more on the house pad. I say a little bit, probably a lot of bit, honestly. And then we're gonna clear this out and a little bit over here out today. And it is just so cold, and the sun was supposed to be out today, but it is still just cloudy and dreary, and but we're gonna make the best out of it. So let's get to work, huh? All right, we got that little bit of clearing done that we needed to get done. Doesn't look too bad. Like, it's just so wet still. It's hard to clean up and shape up, because I mean, go over, try to clean some stuff up, and you're messing up behind you. So we're gonna leave it how it is right now, for now. Wait for it to dry up a little bit more, and then we're gonna come back and clean up a little bit more whenever it gets dry. There's a tree up here. It's too big for the mulcher to get, and they want it down. So Dad's about to pull it down with the excavator. So, and then that'll be it for the clearing. That'll be done. And that's the tree right there that he's gonna take down. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Like, I mean, like this stuff right here, it's so, I don't know, it just doesn't do good when it's wet to clean up. So, but all right, so we're gonna get back to the dirt work now, and try and get this house pad knocked out today, at least halfway. So let's rock and roll. guys, and we're back out here. So y'all saw we got the majority of this house pad done, and y'all might be wondering what these stakes in the ground right here for, these 3 stakes. So before we did anything, this had a continuous downfall from up to where this hill was all the way down, and it was just continuously falling. So what we did was we got down there to where like we wanted the house pad to end, and to where we were going to start grading it down the hill, you know. And we put stakes in, and we measured off the stakes to where it would be level all the way across. So that way when you're standing all the way back here, it's hard to see how much downfall you have. But when you have a visual representation of the stakes and where the tape is at is where it's leveled, where it will be level all the way across. So when you start pushing dirt down this way where it's got the fall, you can see how much more you need to push to kind of be leveled with back here. So obviously we have the laser level and everything like that, but it's good to have a visual representation too, to kind of keep you track and kind of show you a little bit more progress of what you're doing. But anyways, we got the machines warming up today. It's cold morning again today, and so we got a little bit more to do down here where we cleared. We're gonna clean up a little bit of this. It's still a little bit tacky. I wanted it to dry a little bit more, but this time of year it's hard to do that. So we're gonna clean up this a little bit. On the edges right here, we're gonna clean some of this up, and then Dad should be here soon. He's got some office work doing this morning, and we're gonna get to work trying to finish this house pad up. We're gonna try and leave a little bit of this extra dirt for some of the guys that are coming, some of the contractors that we got hiring, like the concrete guys and stuff, because they might need some. And we don't really want to dig anywhere for extra dirt when we have it, you know. So we're not gonna waste the dirt that we have. We're gonna keep it and try and get it some use out of it instead of just kind of placing it where it could go. But yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's get to work. Happy Friday, guys. It is a beautiful day today. There's hardly any clouds in the sky. The sun's out. The high's gonna be like 62, 63 today. It's a beautiful day. Thankful for that. It's been a cold, rainy 2 weeks, and finally the sun is starting to come out and shine on us a little bit. So on this Friday, kind of wrapping up the house pad. We got it just about where we want to get it, to where the concrete guys can come in and do their form boards, and then we can get the plumber in here to do his rough in on the plumbing. So we'll show you a little bit what we're doing today, kind of shaping this back end up over here a little bit to kind of grade it off into this hill that's already here, and we're going to do a little bit of work on that back end back there So house pad all leveled off now. We got a couple of spots that's a little bit high, maybe an inch, inch and a half high, and a couple places a little bit low, maybe an inch, inch and a half low. So we're going back, cleaning up a couple of spots that's a little bit high, and making sure that's all good to go. We got our flags placed out to where the four corners of the house are. We just measured off that, did all that. Our biggest concern was, you know, since we pulled dirt from over there, and this was a big drop off here, so this is all fresh new dirt right here. We didn't want the house back up on this fresh new dirt before it settles in. So we had to push it back a little bit further back this way where it's going to be on solid ground, where we can put our footings for the concrete into the solid ground that's been there instead of the dirt that we just put there. And even though it's compact now, it takes a while for it to really become solid ground. So we're gonna clean this up just a little bit more and get everything good to go. So we are making good progress, guys. We just went and ate us a little bit of lunch. Got back. We got this nice and graded off now. We're about 99% of the way done. Just need a little bit more cleanup on the back end. It's still wet, still hard to work with a little bit. So we're gonna smooth this out and all that kind of stuff. We got a pile of dirt there for the contractors and stuff in case they need a little bit of extra dirt here and there. Because it was up here, right here in this corner, but it was just in the way. And we use that dirt anyways to help grade this off. But now we're back up here trying to grade this little section off. And our goal for up here really is to be able to have trucks come in and out on this side of the house pad. So we got to figure out a way of how we're going to do that. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think we're going to be just fine, in good shape. So let's get this done. Let's get back to work. All right, I think that's pretty close to a wrap for today. We're pretty much set up for the concrete guys to come out and do their form boards, and then the plumbers will come out and do their rough end. But yeah, look at it. Looks pretty good. Got this taken care of back there. Shaped this up a little bit back here. Graded this off. It's a whole lot different than when we first started. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks real good. I like how this turned out right here.
Yeah.
It bleeds off. I don't know if you got pictures of that before we started.
Yeah, I think I got some video of it.
All this down here was a mess. So leveled all this out. There was a mobile home here before it burned, which is funny because we did another house not too long ago. Y'all remember it was a mobile home that burned, and so we're building a house out here. And it wasn't real level when we started, and we had a lot of footings and stuff that they had out here for the mobile home. So
yeah, you can see some of them down there. We buried some of them here. The rest of them are down there stacked up.
I think it's good. I think we're ready. We're ready to form up now, and we'll get it rocking and rolling. We got us a pile of dirt over here that our concrete guys will probably need to smooth things out. But it's ready to go.
Well, if y'all enjoyed hanging out with us as much as we enjoyed hanging out with y'all, hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll see y'all next time.